It's from Domino's. I like Domino's recently. They're pretty tasty. If you haven't tried it, their new Alfredo base is really, really good. I enjoy it. So here we are. We're doing a little bit of arena. We don't have a lot of people online today. I'm not too sure why. I can understand from the American point of view because this is an American holiday. Because of the 4th of July and everything like that. By the way, if you hear any sound in the background, there's a parade about 50 to 100 feet outside my balcony right now, because we live on the Main Street area, so I apologize if that picks up in the background. That being the case, yeah. We'll see. We'll see if it gets picked up. I also do have a raffle, so go ahead and let people know. Let them know through Facebook, all the social media, Twitter, all that good stuff. I will be doing a couple of raffles today. I have a Behemoth to give away for the PC. I have a Season 1 Hunter Pass for the PC to give away. And then at 4 p.m. my time, that's in about 5.5 hours, I will be giving away a Season 2 PC Pass to some lucky winner. So feel free to spread the word. Maybe we'll bomb a couple other Evolve channels so that they can go ahead and come here for the raffle and then leave. Whatever. We'll figure something out. So Lennox. Lennox is the new hotness.
Battle 1.
Okay, so here we go. In the swamp area.
Ready. Fight!
There we go. Here's the dome. So let's see where the Wraith starts off. So that most of the time after you've been playing this for a while... Oh, interesting. Stop moving. Sniff. Oh, I want to see if sniffing actually causes a ripple. So I like that they're not going after the Wraith and they're just kind of waiting. It's kind of nice to set up your defensive first. And it looks like, there we go, Dead getting snagged away from the rest of the group. What the heck? That was a very unusual... That seemed really, really wonky. Kind of looked like she just flew. I'm not Mom. What is it, Aiden? What is it? What? I'm watching what? What is it? You want to watch? Okay, you want to watch? I'm trying to say out. Okay, yes, I'm giving you the headphones. Hold on. I actually have it set up so my son has his own set of headphones. So I can actually listen and him at the same time. Okay, so right now, looks like the hunters are doing pretty good. Thorax is a little low, but to be fair, the Trapper in an arena is probably the least important. But they still haven't broken through the armor yet. Looks like Karma keeps on trying for the Plasma Lance combo. Sunny doing a good job of keeping people out, and nice cloak. Just be careful about the water ripples. It's going to give away your position if the Wraith was paying attention. So two armor on the Wraith. Wraith is giving the Hunter team time to heal up, not necessarily the greatest. Now remember with the Plasma Lance, it can go through walls, so feel free to... Oh, nice Warp Blast. Feel free to shoot through walls. It's basically got the ability to go ahead and shoot through walls and rocks and ceilings. It's pretty good. And there we go, Thorax being grabbed once again, and it does look like Lennox is sticking with the... Oh look, there's the drum line. You hear the drums too? Even through the game I can hear them. Whoa. Hi. Oh, you want down now? Okay. Go down. Alright. Sorry, my son's all over. So they finally broke through his armor. Hunter's looking in really good condition right now. Wraith needs to put on a lot of pressure. Really needs to kind of abuse these... Chris? Sorry, that's a little loud for me. Okay, so it looks like the Hunter's doing a really solid job. Monster not able to make a lot of dent in here. Decides to go Supernova finally. No, Karma will not be able to get away because the knockback is not going to push him away. So this could actually be the ability, the time. Oh, Karma almost about to go down. And if the assault goes down, this could actually be the momentum that the Wraith actually needs. But it does look like Karma is going to get away. Sunny doing a great job boosting, and will the Warp Blast missed, unfortunately. And it does look like that Karma is going to go down. Now with Kyra can keep lobbing grenades this way. Oh, and Kyra needs to really F that. I like that. So Silver is going all in. I like this play. He is only at half health, but getting rid of the assault, and there goes the personal shield. Just in time. Love this move. That is a fantastic ability. Abduct it out and force the hunter to come out and reposition themselves while the hunter bleeds out a bit. Fantastic work. One more supernova should be able to go ahead and finish the assault. There we go. The assault is down, and the main damage dealer is out. So right now, he just has to worry about Sunny and Griffin. And I believe that if he armors up, he should be in a very, very commanding position because there's no more assault to harass. So I really like this. I don't know if he's got it does not look like he's got decoy, but that's okay because decoy is not spectacular, but it does allow you to eat. It looks like we've got 1 or 2 minutes left in the match. And here we go, going after the medic now. And we'll see if the hunters can get through that last quarter of health before the monster kills the rest of the team. So armor is finally down. It does look like that the team is doing a little bit of damage here and there. Wraith trying to get away. Might be able to go ahead and get something to eat. It can still eat Lennox for a little bit of food. Oh, it looks like it just decayed right then and there. He might be able to abduct food in there. Just needs to be careful because he is giving the hunters a lot of time to reposition. Oh, this could be very, very good. Now, Kyra's healing grenades can heal through this if they're aimed close enough to the actual target. But it does look like that the Trapper is going to go down here very shortly. And there goes the Trapper. So now the big focus should be either on the medic or the support. The Trapper's damage is relatively minor, all things considered. And here we go. Medic at less than half health. This is a very, very close game. If he can get a couple of combos going on this team, they can do a really, really good job. Very bunched up, though. They just need to be careful. Oh, this might be exactly what the monster needs. Getting some food there. Sunny going to be able to... Oh, misses with the grenade. That's an unfortunate miss. It does allow the monster to get off another bar and a half of armor. So looking really, really good right now. Oh, all grouped up for that Warp Blast. Hits 2 of them, and that Sunny Drone could negate a little bit of the energy. So here we go. Sunny trying to do it. I do think that Silver kind of needs to focus on one person over the other. Spreading out damage is not the greatest, especially against a Kyra. Just because, but everyone is really low, so this is actually really, really strong right now. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and go after the medic. Oh, medic getting shielded. Oh, and all that's left is the support. And there we go. Support is being found, and there is the Warp Blast. Very, very close. Oh, for a second I was like, was that not it? Good job. That was really, really close.
Battle 2.
Okay, and here we go.
Ready.
Sloth Alley.
Fight.
Does it have a sloth? I do not see a sloth. So there is a little bit of meat here. And there we go. Grabs Karma, pulls him back behind line of sight. This is actually really good. I really like going after, so even after a defensive team, going after the assault, making them pop their personal shield, and getting rid of that assault, because notice that once the assault was down, taking very, very little damage, so the assault just does tremendous amounts of damage. Fantastic Warp Blast. Does a lot of damage to the hunters and takes out Sunny's drone. Fantastic work. Karma, really, really low health here. Needs to be a lot more defensive and needs to be careful. So it does look like he's getting his shield boosted, but it's probably going to go down in just a second. And there's the assault going down before the armor is even broken. So the monster in a very strong position here. It's just going to blow everything. Knows that the personal shield is on cooldown, knowing it's going to take permanent damage, and that is fantastic. So right now, monster looking in an extremely good, strong position here, because these 3 hunters are not going to probably be able to do enough damage fast enough in order to go ahead and negate the Wraith before the Wraith downs them all. Fantastic job, everyone. So right now, I feel that the hunters probably could have spread themselves out a little bit. I still feel that the melee from Lennox isn't that spectacular. I still feel her cannon, I don't even remember the name for it. I know it's not the anti-air gun, but I keep calling it that. But I do feel that her long-range gun is a lot stronger than people give credit for, and so I would like to see that being used more instead of putting you in a position where you can't punish as easily as Hyde, but you're that close, so there's not enough risk or not enough reward for the risk most of the time. And here we go. So a strike on Sunny, a strike on the Trapper. Medic getting into position, going to heal up. Oh, here we go. Monster going supernova, going all out, just going ahead and nuke the bodies. Fantastic job. Interesting that the shield drone, I don't think it's shielding anyone. But it did look like it was. Now here we go. Here's the abduct, pulling the hunters out of position again. I do like people that use the abduct to try and reorient the battlefield for fallen heroes. So here we go. Trapper and Medic are the only ones left here. Need to do a tremendous amount of damage, but the monster, under very little pressure, is just going to be able to go ahead and snack on these hunters without very, very much worry. And here we go. And there's the sneak pellets. Fantastic job. A little bit more decisive for the monster this time. Just remember the assault. Especially against a close range fighter, I think that Lennox's Bailey's only really good against Kraken, ironically enough, or Behemoth. I think against Goliath and Wraith, she gets knocked around a little too much that it kind of negates her ability to do the high combo.
Monster wins.
Like, I'll be honest, if you want to complain about communication, then I'll just say nothing at all. And just let you die.
I didn't really. I'm not really trying to talk about this anymore, man. I'm done with it.
GG. So that first game, very close game. It took a while before the Wraith was able to make any significant advantage, but once it was able to go ahead and down the assault, even though it only had about 25-30% health left, without having that assault be able to do damage, it was very hard for the rest of the hunters, because it's a relatively light damage setup. Sunny can do a decent amount, but Griffin and Kyra are kind of more on the less damage side with their perspective rolls, so it was just hard to burst through. In that first game, Lennox just was, able to get down really fast, and then the monster just went all in, going out and downing the body. I really like that, especially because they were out of position and they weren't able to capitalize on that. I still feel that Lennox's long-range gun, I can't remember the name of it. I know it's not the anti-air gun. It's called something else. Does anyone know off the top of their head?
It's called autocannon.
Autocannon, that's what it is. I do feel that the autocannon is a lot stronger than people give credit for, and I feel that the only monsters, ironically enough, that it's really good for is a Behemoth or a Kraken, ironically enough. But against a Goliath and a Wraith, I feel like that the mobility on those two, as well as their AoE, really negates it because you're always losing your combo unless the monster is really not paying attention to you. So I'd probably actually just stay back and use your autocannon a bit more and see if that's able to get everything. There were a few times when Sunny was trying to boost people, and it looked like that they were, I don't know if they just didn't realize that they were being boosted or not, but yeah, really good job for the monster. That first game was really close though.
Yeah, well, I got complained at for calling it out, so...
What was that?
I got complained at for calling him out, so I just said nothing after.
All I'm saying is you told me to boost, and I was pushing my spacebar to boost, and it just wasn't happening.
And you said nothing in regard to that and decided to complain that I even said anything.
That's not how it went, but I'm
Yes,
not really
it was.
in the mood to debate how something minor like that went down. I think you're being a bit bitter.
I'm gonna be bitter when someone calls me out for something which is personally your fault to begin with.
Okay, no drama here. Let's go ahead, let's swap out. Let's try a different map. This time, because everyone else wants monsters, we're going to be rotating through the monsters. So I'm going to go ahead and roll randomly and get one of you back on monster, and we'll go from there. Let's do some Foundry. Okay, roll the dice.
Wish
Your mic's still fucked.
Okay, so it looks like Thorax, you're on monster this time?